IHTN Sports.
Number 1, Anna Renfro. Number 2, Cassie Zhang. Number 3, Maddie Bennett. Number 4, Karen Schultz. Number 5, Mackenzie McMillan. Number 6, Julia Stool. Number 7, Lauren Esky. Number 8, Riley Lay. Number 9, Marie Taylor. Number 10, Bridget Thibodeau. Let the games begin.
Welcome to Indian Hill High School for tonight's matchup of volleyball between Our Lady Braves and our neighboring Mariemont Warriors. Earlier in the season, Mariemont, at their location, we opened up our league schedule in the CHL, and sad to say, they came out on top. We fought hard, but that was without senior captain Lauren Epke. That's when she was still hurt. Coach Hughes was still trying to figure out different lineups. She has since moved the other senior captain, Maddie Bennett, to libero, and defense is much improved. We'll see how the Braves do tonight, coming off a smarting loss to our neighboring rivals, the Amazons from Madeira. So tonight we're looking for us to come out, be aggressive, play good, steady defense, and hopefully good passes will lead to some nice sets and kills. Sophomore setter Cassidy Zhang will get the match started when the referees are done checking the lineups. She'll be back to serve. This match will be underway. Nice floating serve. Net violation. I couldn't see which number she gave. I believe it was on Grace Fenning. She's the middle blocker. Puts the Braves up 1-0. There's another nice hard serve by Zhang. Leads to an errant pass, up 2-0. Cassidy has a nice floating serve that Coach Shep calls. If you notice on the screen, she tells the girls where to serve it. 2 hits on their setter, Kendall Harden, leads to a 3-0 lead for the Braves. Nice save. That's wide. Grace Fenning. In the first match, Fenning was, can we say, hard to stop without having Epke in the game. Pass by Taylor goes wide, side out. Warriors. Back to service, Peyton Coates. She's a senior captain. They have 4 senior captains to see the floor. So obviously they're an aged, experienced team. Set and kill by Mack. That's Mackenzie McMillan. She's a junior outside hitter. Great athleticism. In the serve, Bridget Thibodeau replacing McMillan. Fenning with the kill. She's the force for the Warriors that will have to stop tonight to be successful. She's definitely their go-to girl. Back to serve is Harden. Kill by Caitlin Iredale. Also another, she's one of the 4 senior captains. Pulls the Warriors within 2, 5-3. Bennett free balls it over. And Sewell plays heads up and tips an errant pass right back over the net. Back to serve, our senior captain, Lauren Epke. Set and kill. Riley Lang. When Riley gets hot, she can be a force. That's what we're looking for tonight. Good passes where Zhang can set her. Kill by Iredale. Now back to serve is Fenning for the Warriors. Serve is long, side out Braves. Marie Taylor, a junior outside hitter, back. Serve for the Braves. Hopefully she can string together about 4 or 5 here, give us a nice cushion. Nice block. Into the net. That's their 3rd net violation. That set was a little too tight to the net. Set for Lang, kill for Lang. If we can get her heated up, we'll see her dancing. She loves to dance. That was interesting. Warriors tried to go with the back row attack there, setting their libero, Michelle Haitius. She's a sophomore. Nice floating serve. Nice dig by Bennett. Sewell with a hit deep. Harden can't handle, side out Braves. That leads Coach Baugh to call a timeout for the Warriors. It's good to see the Lady Braves here definitely coming out with some more intensity than they showed the other night in the first game against the Warriors. As you can see, Coach Hughes giving pointers. But the other night against the Amazons, I'm sorry, I think I said the Warriors, but we played Madeira the other night. They came out a little flat, took them a while. Got it handed to us the first game. The second 2 games we lost, or I should say sets. I'm still trying to get used to this international lingo, although it's been in effect for 3 days now. 3 years, I should say. But we came out with much more fire and dropped it 27-25 and 25-22. So it's good to see the girls showing more emotion early on. Taylor with another nice serve. They tried the tip that Bennett reads. Oh, Riley a little strong on that one. She was long. Didn't snap all the way through. Back to serve for the Warriors, Olivia Earhart. Lang tries to go with the tip, but Iredale reads it, sends it right back. Side out, Warriors. They pull within 5. Nice pass by Bennett. Set. Oh, Sewell reads it nicely and just tips it into the uncovered zone. Big Mac checking back in for Bridget Thibodeau. She comes to the front line. Julia Sewell, a junior outside hitter, back to serve. Set outside for Iredale, who sneaks it between the block of Lang and Zhang. The Zhang-a-Lang show. Iredale back to serve. Taylor with the pass. Riley does a back row set to Sewell. Nice pass by Bennett. Oh, mishit there, misread, bad communication by the Warriors. We'll take advantage of that, puts us up 6. Maddie Bennett, senior libero and captain, back to serve. Quick tip by Zhang, red by Harden. Nice pass, set, kill, Epke. How do you like that? It's amazing how good passes lead to kill. Puts the Braves up 7. Right there, Natalie Iredale, the sister of older twins. I see they're both seniors. We got the Iredale connection. She read the uncovered zone. McMillan couldn't cover it. She heads back to serve. Nice pass. McMillan runs the slide. I thought that was a lift there. We'll see. Set back outside. Harden with the kill. Bennett not able to one-arm save. Pulls the Warriors within 5. Iredale back to serve. This is Natalie. High floater that Sewell passes. Right back at you. Nice pass. Set outside to McMillan. Oh, she tried a nice side court just wide. As I was saying earlier, it was nice with us building that cushion. Have a little room for air. They pull within 4 of the Warriors. Natalie to serve. Sewell with a nice up. Set outside to Epke for the kill. Too strong. Cassidy Zhang back to serve. There it is, set to Fenning, finds the hole in the middle. Back to serve for the Warriors, Peyton Coates. Back row attack, Maddie Bennett. Fenning with the save after that joust with Epke. Set outside to Harden. Jewel. Oh. Little miscommunication there. Sewell with the one-hand save. They weren't reading. Warriors within 3. Floating serve. Back set. Nice up by Sewell. Set for McMillan for the kill. Had some nice digs by Julie Sewell on that sequence. Brings Thibodeau back in the game for McMillan. Hopefully Bridget, as we said last Tuesday's broadcast, she can get on a roll. She can get us 4 or 5 straight points. Oh, the overpass leads to the nice tip kill by Jay Sewell. Cassidy falling asleep on defense. They get her with the tip. Harden back to serve. They set Fenning. Fenning goes for the tip. Taylor's there to read it. Kill Epke! Nice sequence by our Braves there. Marie Taylor stayed home, read the tip. Back to serve, Captain Epke. Libero could not read the deeper serve. Service ace. Another nice serve by Lauren. They set Iredale outside. Oh, good effort on the block. Just not able to close it in. Bennett returns the libero for Epke. Back to serve Fenning for the Warriors. Braves lead by 5. Set for Taylor. Kill. Nice sequence there. Good pass. Taylor back to serve for the Braves. Nice floater, deep. Causes the libero to tip it over. Set. I think we got away with 4 hits there. We'll take it. Zhang with the save. Back over. Cassidy hits it into the net. Sometimes that's why setters shouldn't be set. Nice pass by Thibodeau. Set to Wang. Dug up by the libero after the block. Wide to Sewell. Iredale goes wide. Gives the Braves a 6-point lead, 21-15. McMillan back in the game for Thibodeau. Big Mac set her on the outside attack. Sewell to serve for the Braves. Strong serve at the libero. I see Coach Shep likes going at the sophomore libero. Great save. Cassidy back set to no one. Good save. Iredale, another great save by Sewell. Cassidy just plays it over, waiting for another chance to play some defense. After 2 solid saves by Sewell, her one-arm attempt on the kill by Iredale went wide. Braves are still comfortable, 5-point lead. Iredale back to serve. This one would be Caitlin. Set for Harden. It's wide. She's not set up wide enough. Keep setting her outside. That'll be good for the Braves. Maddie Bennett back to serve. 3 straight here, Maddie. We win the match. Set. Couldn't close off the block there on the kill by Iredale. Sends her sister back to serve. Braves still lead by 5. Mack with the soft kill. Hands of feather leads Cassidy Zhang back to serve. 2 straight here. We'll have our first set. Nice deep service ace for Zhang. Let the chanting begin. 1 more point. First set will belong to the Braves. Goes with the soft floater. Sets Fenning wide. First set, Braves. Now we're going to take a moment for a public service announcement from some of the people that are able to make this broadcast possible.
Coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network is a presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department. The Video Department provides the community with educational and school-focused programming through the facilities of the ICRC.
Welcome back to Indian Hill Gymnasium, where our Braves just took the first set from this contest with Mariemont Warriors. Definitely showed a lot more spark and intensity than they did Tuesday night's loss in 3 straight sets to the neighboring Madeira Amazons. So hopefully we can keep this intensity, keep the good passes coming, and lead to much better things. Interesting side note, I believe we're 4th right now in the CHL after the loss to the Amazons. So this would be a key pivotal win for us tonight. Pull us even with Mariemont, especially since they beat us at their place in the opening contest of the CHL season. That way any tiebreakers, we go into the split session. We have a nice crowd on hand tonight. Obviously Coach Baugh, as you can see, talking with the girls, trying to explain what's wrong. And then there's Coach Hughes. A lot of smiles there on the girls' faces. Always like to see that. So we just need to keep the heat and intensity on. Warriors will open up this set with the serve. It looks as though number 2, Peyton Coates, one of the 4 senior captains. As I said earlier, Mariemont, they're a veteran team. They start 5 seniors, a lot of veteran leadership. And their libero is a sophomore. Peyton Coates, though, will open up the serving for this match. Referees are done checking the lineups. Bennett checks in for Lang, as liberos can do. This set will be underway. Service ace. Taylor unable to pick the serve up right into the soft zone. Nice pass by Sewell. They run the slide to Mackey. Wide, tied up. Cassie Zhang will be back to serve for the Braves. Run us off 4 or 5 straight points here, get us another cushion. Fenning with the kill. Stated in the first set, we don't want her to heat up. She can be a force. Coach Hughes telling the girls to be strong on the block. Bad set by Zhang. Leads to a 3-1 lead for the Warriors. Four hits. Epke tries to go soft with the tip. Need to stop it right here. Get us a good pass. Get a kill from Mack or Epke here. Set wide to Marie Taylor. Nice up by the sophomore libero Haitius. Nice kill by Mack there, babe. Thibodeau in for Mac. Hopefully our junior defensive specialist right here can get on one of her serving rolls. A little too strong. Side out Warriors. Senior Fenning back to serve for the Warriors. Little late whistle called a lift on Iredale there. Nice back set to senior Lauren Epke, who's now back to serve. Two hits, setter. I was hoping he was going to blow the whistle. Pulls the Braves within one. Free balled over, see if we can use it here, which we did. Now set up our defense. Yes, into the net. Ties it up. Set outside to Iredale. Got a hand on it. Marie Taylor with the soft tail. Lang back at him. Epke with the up. Nice pass, nice set. There we go, we've got a lift. Puts us up one. Stay hot, Ep. Off the block, it goes wide into the antenna. Referees are going to talk about this. They're discussing whether it hit the tape, rolled off in the antenna, or was it off one of our girls' blocks and into the antenna. And it stays Braves. Coach Boff from Mariemont in disbelief. Puts the Braves up two. Epke serving. They keep going out. Oh no, this time they go to Sister Iredale. She goes back outside. That time the block did not prove strong enough. Pulls the Warriors within one. Back to serve Olivia Earhart. A junior, no, she's a senior also. Thibodeau with the pass, set outside to Sewell. Into the net, Sewell lost her footing. Ties the set at 7. Pass goes wide, service ace. Back row attack for Thibodeau. Oh, just wide. Thought she might have caught the line. Puts the Warriors up 2. Start with a good pass here, set and kill. Maybe we'll run the Zangalang show. Nice serve, good pass, good dig. Kill, Wang! That was a nice up by Thibodeau there. Earhart, nice strong top spin serve. Sends Marie Taylor back to serve for the Lady Braves. set outside to Sewell. Nice up by Harden. Nice set there for the kill to Sewell. That was a good combination by everyone around, good communication. They were able to talk there, so there was no errant pass. Pulls us even 9. Oh, the floater sails just wide. Renfro into the game for Taylor. She is a junior defensive specialist. Iredale with the serve. Nice pass by Bennett. Back set to Sewell. Harden with the tip. Zhang with the kill. Little surprise second hit there, back over her head. I know Coach Hughes has been working with her on that. Just to see Cassidy jump's amazing. Ties the game up. Jay Sewell back to serve. Nice strong serve. Oh, that's 2 hits. That was spinning like a merry-go-round. Here we go. We're up 1. Set to the front row. Harden goes long. Braves up 2. Sewell Jr. has a nice strong topspin serve. She also, though, every now and then will go long after 2 or 3. Hopefully keeps it under control. That had to be wide of the antenna. It's the Braves up 3. I think we'll be seeing a timeout here. Good serve, service ace. As I checked it, there he is. Coach Ball needs a timeout to talk. Much, much better intensity there. He started off a little lazy, not moving the feet. Just good to see the Lady Braves smiling. As you can see, the fans have started to fill back in. I was getting a little nervous there. Only had 1 or 2 Braves fans in the section, and our esteemed principal was just wide of the picture there. I'm sure we'll get him in between matches during, but tonight he's in his bow tie. He's back in it. There's Coach Hughes giving some pointers. I think she's showing Mac about the block. You know, I was telling you earlier how, you know, the whole block not being strong enough. She was giving junior outside hitter Mac there some pointers. Okay. Sewell back to serve. Let's see if she can keep up her nice string here. Yes, she does. Set. Mac wins the joust. That's what I'm talking about. Puts the Braves up 5. Zhang sets it wide. That's off the antenna on the block attempt. Kill for Mackey. Sewell's on a run here. I believe she got the serve when we were down 1 at 10-9. So this could be her 8th straight serve. I think we've gotten 7 straight points. Oh, there's 2 hits. A lot of times you'll see that when the non-setters, you know, try to save the errant pass, they get 2 hits. Coach Shep, who I said earlier calls where the serve should go, seems to be finding a good spot here, serving it Earhart right down the middle. Harden with the tip, Renfro there. Little miscommunication there. Lang was going for the slide and Cassidy set her for the middle. Need better communication. But after that nice string of serves by Sewell, leads to a 6-point lead. Iredale back to serve for the Warriors. That's long, side out. Bennett back to serve for the Braves. Service ace. That'll lead to one of them famous Maddie Bennett smiles. She's one of those girls, always smiling. Even when she makes an error, Coach Hughes hollers, she still finds a way to smile. Here comes Fenning. Lee, there's the strong block. Iredale has to free ball it over. Zhang with the set to Epke. Should have went a little tighter to the net. Oh, nice kill there by Harden. A little wide, Bennett not able to pick it up. Back to serve, Peyton Coates for the Warriors. Floater into the middle, nice pass. Set outside for Epke, that will be a kill. If we can get Epke heating up, I mean between Epke and Riley, Lang, number 8, a junior. Cassie Zhang back to serve. Taylor back in the game for Renfro as they shift to the front row. Nice strong serve. Let's get a block here on Fenning. Fenning tries for the tip. Cassie there. Set by Mack. Taylor goes cross. Set for Harden. There's the block. Cassidy not moving her feet, ready for defense. Can't get the block attempt. Braves still have a nice cushion of a 7-point lead as Harden serves. Nice pass by Sewell. That leads to the set and kill. Kill by Epke. Thibodeau back in for Mack. She will be serving. Maybe right here, Bridget can get on one of her 4 straight, win us another set. Braves by 8. Definitely much more intensity this match than Tuesday night. Good to see the bounce back. Fenning with a nice swing, Bennett with the up. Set outside to Sewell, kill! Nice pass. Tell you, passing's a beautiful thing. Maddie Bennett playing much, much better tonight. There's that strong serve. Sewell right back at you. Fenning with the tip. Set. Epke, Cassidy there to pull it up. Taylor sets Sewell outside. She goes for the tip. Nice up by the Warriors there. Taylor going back to Sewell. She swings this time, and that's a kill. Braves covering the tip zones tonight. 2 more points, we'll have another set. We'll be up 2-0. Strong serve, pulled up by Haitius, the sophomore libero. Kill by Iredale. Coach Hughes a little frustrated there. You can tell she's working on the block. Being up 9 though, she is able to smile. Much nicer seeing Coach Hughes with a smile. In her 17th year here. Not calling her old or anything. Oh, you don't see that often. Senior Captain Fenning giving us a point. Serve square into the net. I like to call those Cheerios. Nothing but zeros. Epke for the set. Lang! Yes! Called into the net. Second set, Braves. Gives us a 2 sets to 0 lead. And once again, we'll go to a public service announcement from our great sponsors who make these broadcasts possible.
The Indian Hill Television Network produces coverage of many of the school sporting events, so be sure to catch all the boys and girls action on this community access channel. For playback times in your area, call the ICRC at 772-4272 or visit their website at www.icrctv.com.
Welcome back as the Braves lead 2-0. I'd like to take this moment real quick for the Fontaine family. Mandy Fontaine's the reserve coach, so we'd just like to say our thoughts and prayers are with her and her husband as he goes through. He's had some kidney issues and he's going to need a transplant, and his sister became a perfect match, very luckily, and right here at the end of September, beginning of October, they will be going through the kidney transplant. So just like to say that the Braves Nation is praying for you. I believe 13. I believe the first set we won 25-13. Yes. That's your pen. There you go. Denny, who runs this broadcast, was catching up on some scores. I believe it was 13 on the first set. Great to see those big smiles over there in the huddle. Much different scene here. The difference of practice in 2 days it takes these young girls. As I was saying, Coach Hughes is in her 17th year. Here as a coach, she played collegiately for Miami. She's a Roger Bacon girl, local product. Got to stay home. She's imploring the girls to carry on. I'd also like to say earlier today, the reserve for the second straight match won 2-0. So that's 2 straight wins, winning 2-0. That obviously makes the Fontaine family happy. Just like to know that our prayers are with them. We'll be opening up, the Braves will have the ball to open up the service, and serving on this, Cassidy Zhang, the sophomore setter, will be leading off the match. I'm sure after 1, 2, 3 Braves, we'll head out. Referees will check the lineup and we'll get this third set started. Coach Hughes looking for a water bottle. I was wondering, I was just surprised she was sitting down to start a match. She's a little bit comfortable. Nope, she's standing. But obviously she is breathing a little more comfortable. The girls are playing much better tonight. Cassidy with the serve. Nice, strong serve. Service ace. We love when sets start that way. Puts the Braves up 1-0. Set to Fanning. Nice kill, nice pass, set. As I said earlier, Fanning being a senior, she's definitely their go-to girl. And I would think that Coach Ball would say, please set our best hitter. Set outside to Harden, she goes with the tip. Cassie there to pick it up. Max sets Taylor across the net. Fanning goes with the soft variety. Free ball by Bennett. Kill, Mac. Puts the Braves up 2-1. Thibodeau in for Max, should be in the serve. Definitely have to close that block. Harden back to serve for the Warriors. Block put on there by Iredale and Fenny. Braves unable to dig. Warriors up 1. Sewell outside, block goes wide. Point, Braves. Epke, senior Epke back to serve. Just long. Going for the corner ace there. Bennett back into the game for Epke. Back to serve, Fenning. We need to attack and get some points here while she travels the back row. Oh, service ace. Found the open hole there. Need to read that. Long. You see that so many times where coaches will have the girls serve soft and then come long because a lot of the back row likes to come up on the ball. Usually leads to a bad pass, but Fenning there much too strong. Taylor to serve for the Braves. Service ace. Miscommunication leads to that. Hopefully we'll take that miscommunication and get on another run here. Nice strong serve. Back row attack set up. And improves enough. Timing a little off there for the Zang-a-lang block. Olivia Earhart back to serve for the Warriors. That is what you call power. Kill Lang. Doing her little dance. She loves to dance after she gets a kill, so let's see if we can see about another 10 dance up. You can see Coach Hughes trying to imitate it out there. That's what I'm talking about. Get the whole team dancing. Joy Sewell back to serve. She ran off about 7 straight last set. Hopefully she can duplicate. That should be 4 hits, yes. That ties up the match at 7. Oh, Maddie a little indecisive. Iredale with the kill. Back to serve her sister, Caitlin Iredale. She floats at the junior Renfro. Oh, Riley unable to do a solo block. Little off the net on that. Puts the Warriors up 2. Time to buckle down here, get us a good pass. Wide left. We'll take those gifts. 9-8. Epke and Lang jumping. Epke back in the front row. Captain Bennett back to serve. Sounds like an astronaut. Hart just has to lightly tap it over. Set for Epke. Kill Epke. That's what I'm talking about. If we can get those nice passes off those free balls and taps coming over, we should be able to take command here. Set wide for McMillan. Nice up by the sophomore, Haitius. Tip, Cassie there to cover. Epke goes straight for the kill. We've got 2 again. Setter having a little bit of trouble. That puts us up 1. Right here, let's run off 4 more, Maddie. Set wide to Harden. Sewell with the up. Zhang goes outside to McMillan. Renfro there to cover the tip. Zhang sets wide. Mack with the tip. Kill! That's a nice little sequence. We were there in our coverages on defense. It's good to see. Cassie with a nice wide outside set on the run. Maddie, serve. Bennett there. Set outside to Harden. Oh. Nice effort by Sewell, unable to come up with the one-arm save. One of the Iredales back to serve. This would be Natalie. Renfro with the up. Mack on the slide and major kill. Dance it up, girls. Cassie Zhang will be back to serve. That puts the Braves up 2. That whole slide made possible by a nice first pass by junior defense Renfro. Benny, not to be outdone, shows her power. It's good to see both teams starting to swing. I know as an announcer and as a fan, it's much nicer to see a match swinging than it is tipping. Coach back to serve for the Warriors. Epke with the kill. Let's turn this into a slugfest. Thibodeau back in for Mack to serve. Braves up 2. Right here is where we need Bridget to go on a 4-streak serving style here. Pass a little wide. Fenny just has to tip it over. Let's take advantage of this. They covered the tip by Sewell across the court. After the block, nice up and saved by Taylor. Cassie there to get the tip by Fenny. Taylor sets outside to Sewell, and I feel a tip. No tip. Oh, it was a tip. Okay. The down referee wasn't signaling it. The up ref had it. I saw it high perched above the gymnasium here. Let's Braves up 3. Nice strong serve on the Fenny. Oh, called a lift after a nice one-arm up by Thibodeau. Calls the lift on Bennett. Thought Cassidy had the ball over there on 3. That's questionable. Oh, facial there. Bridget's hands too wide apart. Slipped right off. Get a little broken and bloody nose there. Service ace Harden. I would think they're going right back at her. Set. Oh, nice up. Fenning has the free ball over. Set outside to Sewell. Swinging. We will take that point, Braves. Puts us up by 2, 15-13. Captain Epke back to serve. Sort of sounds like astronauts, our 2 captains, Captain Epke and Captain Bennett. Saved by the sophomore libero, Haitius. Oh, it was nice to see her swing hard, but Fenning set that one right back. Riley wasn't able to split the blocks on that one, but it's good to see her still swinging hard. Stay swinging. Fenning back to serve. Taylor with the kill. Braves back up too. So good to see. Taylor to serve. Nice floater. Saved by Hart. Free ball to Noah Pale. Point Braves. Setting Iredale. Bennett there. Cassidy with the back tip. 2 kills for Zhang tonight. Tower to serve. Braves up 4. I feel a timeout coming if we get this point here. Got him on the run. Oh, Iredale with just enough. I like to call those tape kills. Has the right spin, just enough to catch the tape and roll over. Braves still own a 3-point lead here as Earhart goes back to serve. Uh-oh. Long passes never lead to good. Sort of saw that coming. Right here, we need a side out. Stop this run before it can get started. Braves by 2. Earhart with a nice strong serve there. We have to free ball it over. Set to Iredale wide. Get a hand on it there. Set to Wang. They get a hand. Iredale has to free ball it over. Let's use this. Kill Lang! The Zangalang show in full force puts the Braves up 3. Right here. Just like I explained earlier, Sewell serves 7-8 straight. If we can get 6 here, take set 3 and the match. Oh, Sewell serves a little too soft, tries to baby it over. That's never good. I have to pick it up here. Iredale back to serve. Nice pass by Renfro. Zhang sets Millen. She's a little long. Pulls the Warriors within 1. We'll see when Coach Hughes. She's going to use her timeout now. That's the way it usually works. Stop it before they can come back and tie it up. It's just nice to see them playing with a lot more energy tonight compared to Tuesday. Definitely swinging a lot stronger tonight than we were. Hopefully we can get a side out here, run off 5 straight points, win the set, win the match, 3-zip. Braves break the huddle early. Coach Baugh imploring his girls here to keep up the run. Senior Iredale will come out of this timeout to serve. Many a times a timeout can ice the server, so hopefully Coach Hughes' timeout will do that here. Back set to Wang. Dug up by Jesus the libero. Harden has to bump it. Set long, that's a bad set, that's 2. Warriors tie it up. Cassidy's 2nd or 3rd 2-hit set. Coach should make her run. Service ace. Miscommunication. Need to stop it right here. Iredale has served 4 straight. advantage of this free ball. That's 4 hits. Right here, right here. Puts the Warriors up 2. Iredale serves long. We will take that gift. Right now, we need to use it. Captain Bennett back to serve. At this point, we just need to put it in, let our defense take over, set and kills Captain Epke, who just returned. Set outside to Harden. Harden with the tip, Renfro to cover. We have to free ball it over. Setter tries to go over 2. Sewell passes long. Set outside to Harden again. Tip, Cruz. Warriors up 2, 22-20. That'll send senior Iredale back to serve. Side out here, Braves. Cooch floater. Zhang can only tip it over. We've got another 2 hits. Setters seem to be having trouble tonight. We need to use this. Sophomore setter Cassidy Zhang back to serve here. Send us 4 straight serves here. Nice strong serve. Play some defense. Fenning. Sewell with the up. We have to free ball. Bennett's free ball is short. Puts the Warriors 23-21. Having Coach Hughes call the timeout here. We have time to do this. Still plenty of time. Both teams making some unforced errors here late in this match. Hopefully with this timeout, we can ice Mariemont to get another unforced error and come out. Coach Hughes, nice, short, sweet timeout there. Send him back out, do your job. I'm sure that's what she told him. They're 1 short coming out of the timeout. There we go, Peyton Coates back to serve for the Warriors. Vital we get a good pass here off the serve. We'll have to free ball it over. Fenning with the tip kill pulls the Warriors within 1 of set point. Another floater. Set. Warriors. The Braves still own a 2-1. That'll lead us to another public service announcement. As we leave, the Braves still lead 2-1. We will be coming back for our 4th set.
Coverage of Brave sports on the Indian Hill Television Network wouldn't be possible without the generous support of the Indian Hill Boosters, the PTO, and the ICRC. Their grants have provided us with the equipment to bring Indian Hill sports off the field or gymnasium and into the community, and we appreciate all they've done to develop our television programming.
Welcome back to the Braves Gymnasium here, where our Braves hold a 2-1 lead. We had a lead midway through the 3rd set, but a little bit of sloppiness, some sloppy passing, bad footwork, a couple bad sets by our setter, lead to the Warriors being able to come back, get on a little run, and take the 3rd set. So as you can see, Coach Hughes over there having the girls get ready for this 4th set. That way we get to go home and Go get some dinner early tonight. As you can see, Coach Hughes lost her smile, which any coach would, just because of the sloppiness. You know, if the other team's swinging away, and sometimes, you know, they just prove better, a little bit easier to swallow, but when you have unforced errors and you give them points, that's when it's tougher to take. So I'm sure Coach Hughes is rallying the troops here and send them on their way out here for our 4th set. Warriors will have the serve coming into this 4th set. The way volleyball works, the team flip for it, and then the rotation to start the set continues from there. Thus, we won the flips or serve first. Peyton Coates, a senior for the Warriors, will be back to serve. Come out and start strong here, Braves. Captain Bennett, our libero, into the game, replacing Lang. So liberos can enter freely for front row players. They run the slide. Beautiful pass set and kill by Big Mac. That's a way to get the set started. Zhang back to serve. Imperative she gets this serve in. They go to their nice block, one arm up. Nice save there by Sewell. That's tipped long. That is a great save by Sewell there. Kept that point alive. And it was also a nice block. Got a hand on Fenny. She's a swinger. Braves lead 2-0. Fenning goes for the tip. Short. 3-0 Braves. Nice serve by Zhang. I don't know if that's considered an ace because 2 people touched it, but we'll take it. Who cares about stats? 4-0 Braves. Strong serve. Nice pass, set. Epke loses the joust. Harden back to serve for the Warriors. Braves lead 4-1. Zhang with the up. Epke free ball's over. Set for Fetting. Another nice dig by Sewell. Oh, and another one of those tape kill tips by Iredale. Free ball, pass, set. Heads up play by Mack there. We're seeing some good defense on both sides. Another nice up by the Warriors. Set outside to Iredale. Bennett with the up. Zhang setting outside to Taylor. Going to Fenning. The hammer's long. Oh, but we got a hand on it. Good exchange there, won by the Warriors. Effort on both sides. I did not see the hand. The touch by the Braves. Still lead by 1. Harden with the floater. Epke with the kill. Thibodeau in for Mack. The junior defensive specialist here to serve. Oh, that's ugly. She almost missed the net. Braves still lead by 1 though. Fenning with the serve. Sewell with a nice swing. Tip over. Middle of the net, middle of the floor. They found the hole, tying the mat set up at 5. Bennett with the up. Set to Iredale. Into the net on Epke. These unforced errors. Coach Hughes not too happy. Back set, kill Epke. Captain Epke's now back to serve. Lang back in to the front row, replacing Bennett. We need to get on a little Zangalang show run here with Epke serving. Tied at 6. Set outside Iredale, a little wide. Side out. Or no, thought it touched the line. I saw some long faces at first. Point Braves. Pass, set, kill. Oh no. Set to Iredale, swing. Up by Epke. Set to Iredale. Thibodeau's one-arm attempt sails wide. Earhart back to serve for the Warriors. Set to Taylor. Set outside Iredale, swinging, that's 4 hits. Bree Taylor back to serve. Right here, we need to take a run. We're up 1. Bree served about 4 in a row for us last set. Hopefully she can duplicate. Pooch floater. Sewell with the tip. That's 4. I tell you what though, Mariemont definitely showing hustle. Puts the Braves up 2. Service ace. Timeout ball. He didn't want to let the Braves get on too much of a run there. Braves are definitely showing some more spunk. But as I said, as we watched earlier though, in set 3, we took a 3-4 point lead, then got sloppy and let the Warriors back in it where they just sailed right past us. So I'm sure that's what Coach Hughes is saying. Stay with the P's and Q's, all the basics, nothing too fancy. Just gonna take a seat next to Coach Shep to rest her weary legs. She has to teach all day in this gym that sometimes reaches 98 degrees on hot days. Although it allows her to have some extra treats during the day. She's able to eat some extra sweets because she sweats it off every day at work. Taylor with the serve. use this. Set. Kill! Zang-a-lang show. We need to use that. We need to use that. That's what coach wants them to do. You got a free ball or a free little pass coming over. Use it. Back row attack set to Harden. Taylor to Zhang to Wang. Kill! Just like the last set, that's Taylor's fourth straight point for the Braves while she's been serving. Hopefully she can stay hot. Riley's starting to heat up. I see the dance moves starting. Nice serve by Taylor, keeping it deep. Lang with the kill. She's starting to hip hop, starting to hip hop. Puts the Braves up 6. Marie can keep those serves deep, keep them on their toes. Iredale with the kill. The Zang-a-lang blocking show didn't prove strong enough there. Cassie needs to jump a little higher, coach. Iredale back to serve for the Warriors. Lang with the kill, read the court, tipped it into the hole. Mack back in for Thibodeau as Julia Sewell goes back to serve. She ran off 7 straight in set number 2. Let's see if she can do it here. Wow, wide left. Coach Shep's in amazement. She's sort of like a catcher in baseball. She gives the signals. The girls are, when they're serving, are basically the pitchers. It's where they're supposed to throw it. That's what you would call a wild serve, sort of like a wild pitch. Iredale with the serve, Renfro with the pass. Zhang has to tip it over, pass a little long. Harden with the kill attempt. Passes here going a little long. Fenning swings, long. Sewell read that nicely. Did a little limbo as the ball traveled on top. Good to see the flexibility of Jay Sewell there. She's still giggling on the court. I don't think she thought she could bend over backwards that far. Captain Bennett back to serve. Oh, long. Never like to see that. Grounds control to Captain Bennett. Keep those serves in. Coates serve for the Warriors. Braves lead by 5. Pass by Renfro. Set outside to Epke. Fenning and Iredale with the block. Braves unable to dig it up. Cuts the lead to 4. Kill Epke. Both teams began to swing really hard near the end of set 2 and set 3. Some holes have been opening up. Everyone's coming in for the strong block. Defense have gotten tired. Hopefully, Zhang back to serve for the Braves. Take advantage. Bennett, Zhang, Epke. Ooh, nice one arm up. After free ball. Epke, Zhang, back set to Mack for the kill. That was a nice arrangement of teamwork. Braves by 6. Oh my goodness. Zhang long. Are you kidding me? Come on, girls. Harden with the serve. Taylor, Sang, back to Taylor. Sang pulls the block up. Sewell goes right back at him for the kill. Thibodeau back in the serve. Hopefully she gets her serve in. Sometimes she can eat too many Wheaties and serve the ball long. Hopefully she only had one bowl today, not two. She has a strong topspin serve that sometimes will sail into the... Nice. Set the Fenning with the kill. Bennett unable to dig it up. Fenning back to serve. Braves by 5. Fenning close to a foot fault. Back set to Epke, a little long. Outside to Iredale, Bennett with the dig. Set out to Sewell. Sewell swings, that's wide. Kill, Sewell. Well, I don't know if that's exactly a kill. I'm calling them kills. Epke, Captain Epke, back to serve. Lang back into the front row. Set outside to Iredale. Epke, Sang, Lang. Riley swung a little too hard into the net. Warriors within 4. Earhart back to serve. Bennett with the up. Zhang back set to Taylor. Kill! Marie Taylor getting in on the dance moves. Now she has to head back to serve. Nice strong serve. Leads to a kill! Timeout, Warriors. Braves are playing with so much emotion this 4th set. After a lot of unforced errors led to an untimely loss as we were leading. I believe it was 18-14, somewhere in that range. And we dropped that 3rd set. It's good to see them coming back out with a lot of fire and fervor here. Leading 21-15. Here's where we need to close it out. Give them no signs of life, no unforced errors. So hopefully you come out here. Marie keeps her serve in, because like I explained earlier, coaches call the timeout. It's amazing how many times, if you watch and know the game of volleyball, after a timeout, girls serve it into the net, they lose their train of thought. They lose that. So hopefully Marie strong enough here, just a nice, easy serve in. We'll see what Coach Shep's calling. She must have called the signal in the huddle. Nope. Oh! Pace, just a sophomore libero, I think, helped us out there. That serve was going to be close to being long. Braves up 7. Start the countdown. 3 points to win the match. Nice up, set. Sewell trying to tip it over the block. Taylor there, set. Set outside to Iredale. Swing, Bennett unable to come up. Pulls the Warriors within 6. Renfro back in for Taylor on the back row on defense. Got a side out right here, girls. Iredale back to serve for the Warriors. Oh, we'll take the gift. Not often you see that, a senior captain. Jay Sewell, countdown 2. 2 points to win the match. Set outside to Harden. Braves unable to come up with the dig. Natalie Iredale now back to serve for the Warriors. Wow, back to back. We'll take the gifts. We'll use them. Epke back in. Captain Bennett here should close out the match. Right here, 1 point. Set defending their powerhouse. She goes long. Great to see. Right there, the Braves win the match, 3-1. It was great to see after being skunked by their neighboring Madeira Amazon girls on Tuesday night here at home. They pulled up their bootstraps, went to work, and came right back at. Got a nice 3-1 win over another neighboring high school. So it's good to see Lady Braves leaving. The court winners, victorious. So we'd like to sign off now. Hope you all enjoyed the match. Our next telecast, I believe, will be Tuesday against the Taylor Yellow Jackets. So please join in. Have a good night.
Exclusive coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network has been a copyrighted presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department.